channel.
You know what time it is, No Press fam? Welcome everyone to another episode of The Beatdown, the segment and channel where two worlds collide. I am your host, Class, and if you guys enjoy our video or our content, you know what you guys can do. You can share, like, or subscribe. Now, let's move on. Today, we're doing things differently. Usually we have team ups where we just kind of show certain feats and everything like that, but we are going to change it up a little bit, and hopefully this is a little bit better, maybe a little more efficient. So, we're going to start off by saying teams' origin stories, and then we're going to talk about their powers, abilities, and feats, and then we're going to talk about their end games with singles individuals, and then together as a team. So, let's start off with both characters' origins, or both teams' origins. Let's start off with first the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay. So Master Splinter, before he became Master Splinter, was a house pet. He was a rat for a great warrior martial artist. And he used to hit the rat, or Splinter used to imitate his master as he was, fighting or practicing or training. So he started trying to learn everything from him. Eventually, his master gets assassinated. Now, this is where it gets interesting. So his master had fought someone and defeated someone. And it was an older brother of someone, and then the younger brother, Oroku Saki, wanted to vow revenge for his older brother's death by going in and taking out Master Splinter's master, who happens to be the guy who owned Master Splinter at the time. So he takes him out and takes out everyone else and leaves the rat to go wander off, or Splinter at the time, or not Splinter at the time, but just the rat, to wander off and fend for himself. Eventually, the rat witnesses something. He witnesses a truck drop some kind of canister out, and it manages to strike a kid's bowl full of turtles, and the chemicals managed to get mixed in with the turtles, and they fell into a sewer. The rat was worried about, the turtles, so he decided he was going to go help them out. While touching them, he managed to get some of those chemicals on him as well, and it happened to be these mutated radiation type of things where it was going to change their bodies and change who they are forever. Eventually, these mutations or chemicals started making them do things like being able to walk, ride, and talk. At some point, one of the turtles tells Master Splinter, his name. He calls him Splinter, and that's how he got his name, Master Splinter. And then eventually, as they grow up and develop a mind, they decide, Master Splinter decides to teach the turtles how to learn the ways of the martial arts. And eventually, he gives them the names of the turtles by finding something while he was scavenging a book that had all these unique artists in there. And those artists happen to have very particular names, and he decided to name every one of his characters, or every one of his turtles, those particular names would happen to be Michelangelo, Leonardo, Raphael, and Donatello. And that is the origin story of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All right, let's talk about the origin story of the Furious Five. Okay, so Master Shifu was feeling sick, wasn't able to take on a threat that was coming to the village, so he decided to recruit some of his own special students so he can train them in the arts of his skills. So he hires and gets Tigress to go and help retrieve all of these warriors for him to train. So she gets a comedian who happens to be Monkey, a doctor who happens to be Mantis, a dancer who happens to be Viper, and a cleaner who happens to be Crane. So she actually winds up having to train them as well. Eventually, the thread comes to their neighborhood, and Tigress and the rest of the gang decide to join together and take out this very crazy, sinister villain who happens to be a boar. And they manage to defeat him, and they become the Furious Five for the very first time in that essence. And that's the brief origin story of the Furious Five. All right, now we're going to talk about the feats. Okay. So, let's start off with the Furious 5. The Master Badger twins. This is one of the first feats. They used a double gong technique, and Crane took them on. Master Porcupine shot arrows, and Monkey dodged an arrow attack directly from him. Tigress fought off Jade Zombie Crane, and Viper fought off Jade Zombie Mantis. Mantis mopped the floor with Poe for the first time when they fought each other. And Shifu has trained the Furies 5 and Po to reach his full potential as a Dragon Warrior. Together, they defeated the Boar Warrior, who was a threat to the village. In their first encounter, joining together. Now, here are the Turtles' feats. Mikey was able to defeat Raphael in a fight. That's interesting enough, right? Donnie, in an alternate dimension, defeats the Shredder. Ralphie became the Shredder at one point. Leo defeated the living embodiment of evil. Okay? The Turtles together defeated Shredder with juiced up some chemical design that was created also to make the Turtles. It also created Shredder's formula to make him steroid out, and the Turtles still won against him in that way. Alright, so here's the end game, putting singles and then together. Let's start off with singles. Okay, I would put Crane and Mantis against Donnie, and Viper against Mikey, Monkey against Ralphie, Tigress against Leo, and Master Shifu, of course, against Master Splinter. Because it's not only the Furious 5 and it's not only the Turtles, it's also the Masters in this fight. So, Crane and Mantis versus Donnie. The reason I put two of them together is because there's 5 against 4. So it's still an odd number regardless. Yes, one's smaller, but still having that extra backup muscle or having that extra person in your side or extra anybody on your side comes in handy. So Mantis and Crane could defeat Donnie. Donnie isn't exactly the strongest. He's the smartest and tech savviest, but he isn't the strongest of the group. In fact, you might find this hard to believe he's not, because you would think Mikey would, but Mikey actually has shown certain feats in certain aspects in movies or comics, I can't recall, where he shows that he actually could beat people like Donnie, and he's actually taken on Ralphie and defeated Ralphie. So I would say that Donnie is the weakest one. Tech savvy is great, but you can't always use your smart against two people who are in skills and martial arts. So he would go down, and then it would be a whole domino effect from there. After that, it would be Viper and Mikey. And I think, now here's what I'm thinking. The Furious 5 are going to be able to hold the Turtles for a brief amount of time, not to take them actually one-on-one and defeat them. They are going to have to use the numbers game against the Turtles, because the numbers game is going to give them the upper advantage against the Turtles, since considering the fact the Turtles have super strength and their shells are bulletproof. So they do need every hands on deck in this situation. So Viper would probably get some help from Mantis and Crane to go against Mikey, and the three of them against Mikey does not have a chance. So Mikey's out of the equation. Now you got Ralphie going against Monkey. I think if I said that right. Yeah, Ralphie going against Monkey, and Monkey getting help from Viper, Crane, and Mantis 4-on-1 against Ralphie. Yeah, Ralphie doesn't stand a chance. He might be the strongest one of the whole Turtles, but he doesn't have a chance against the 4 great warriors like that. So I think he gets taken out by the 4 of them, and then it's 5 of the Furious 5: Tigress, Mantis, Crane, Monkey, all of them against Leo. Yeah, Leo doesn't have a chance. Leo might be an impressive warrior, but 5-on-1, no chance in hell of that working itself out. Now, Master Shifu against Master Splinter. Now, the Turtles could get taken out, and then it would be Master Splinter by himself. I don't think Master Splinter can't hold his own. He's fought against Shredder, so if there is an argument to be said about that, where he fought against Shredder, so he has proven that he is worthy of fighting against multitudes of characters. But the Furious 5 and Master Shifu all coming at you, no chance. Maybe Master Shifu, he could hold them on mano a mano, but the Furious 5 and Master Shifu, no chance in hell. He gets taken out of the equation, and then it's the Furious 5 and Master Shifu who win this round on a one-on-one. Now, let me make the other argument on the other end. Okay, so with the other way being, I would say that Ralphie would probably go against Mantis to eliminate and I know you guys are going to find this hard to believe, but I do believe Mantis might be the weakest link compared to even Viper. So he could take out Mantis, and then it would be down to the other 4, or he might be able to take out Mantis and Viper. Either way, Ralphie's the extra muscle on a 2-on-1 against all the other Furious 5 characters. For example, he could, after Ralphie takes out Mantis or takes out Viper, he could go on and take on Crane, and then with Donnie or Mikey, he could take on Monkey with Donnie or Mikey. Either way, they will eliminate Monkey, they will eliminate Viper, they will eliminate Crane on a 2-on-1 situation, and Mantis as well. Now, I don't think they would be able to eliminate Tigress, which is 2-on-1. I think she's a lot more tougher to take on. But once they eliminate everyone else, and it's just the 4 Turtles against Tigress, I do believe Tigress will be overwhelmed and get defeated by the turtles, and the turtles will beat them. And then after that, it's Master Shifu against Master Splinter and the turtles. Yeah, no chance in hell. Master Shifu is an impressive fighter, but against 4 of the most impressive martial art turtles in existence, along with Master Splinter, yeah, I think he gets taken out, and then the turtles would win in that kind of way. Right, now let's say the end game between the teams, like if they were to work together on the battlefield. Now, a lot can be said about the turtles. Okay, you got bulletproof shells. You got immense strength, like unimaginable strength. They can lift a lot of things. They can break through a lot of things. So they are impressive. Yeah, against the Furious 5. Furious 5 might have martial arts on their side, and Tigress might be able to break through certain boulders and everything like that. But not all of them can do what Tigress can do. So they would have to keep Tigress alive in the battlefield. So here's the thing. If Ralphie and Tigress go mano a mano and Ralphie takes down Tigress, it would be a very shock to the blow to the Furious 5, which means the rest of the gang would be taken out pretty easily if Tigress, their heavy hitter, pretty much their leader, was taken out of the count. But let's not count the Furious 5 out. They have Master Shifu on their side. Master Shifu is actually an impressive strategist. He has taught them well. He even got Po to become his ultimate level of a Dragon Warrior through a Chi level. So I will say that Master Shifu does have the capabilities of, if he was able to make a Dragon Warrior become the Dragon Warrior, even without the knowledge of knowing how to, he is capable of training strategically his team, his students, how to take them out completely. Yes, the turtles are also trained, but the Furious 5 are much older, much wiser. And the turtles are considered much more youthful and teenagers. They're much more not serious. They can be serious when they need to, but when you got against 5 of the most serious, focused, dedicated Furious 5 fighters against characters like the turtles, who can sometimes, like Mikey, get a little bit silly, I do believe the Furious 5 could overwhelm during a fight with Master Shifu in their corner, could take out the turtles and Master Splinter. Master Shifu is still a great martial artist. He is shown to have some very interesting skills. So him on the battlefield with them on their corner does say that they could have the advantage if they wanted to. Now, on the other end, if the turtles manage to take out Master Shifu and they manage to take out Tigress, the turtles could win this fight against the Furious 5, there's no doubt, because Crane is tough but not without Tigress, and so is Mantis, Viper, and Monkey. I mean, Monkey might be the one who'd be able to hold everybody else out, but I do believe all in all that Monkey would be the last one standing and then taken out by the turtles and Master Splinter, and then they would get the win on that. But as always, No Press fam, it's not up to me, it's up to you guys. So if you guys liked either one of my arguments, you know what you do? You can hashtag TMNT, or you can hashtag the Furious 5. And as always, No Press fam, we really appreciate you guys. Catch you guys later. Peace.